As you go along with your weight loss journey or your fitness goals, there are some inescapable realities that we must face and we must embrace in order to move forward and not get stopped. Today, I want to lay out 5 of these inescapable truths that we need to acknowledge, embrace, and face in order to succeed long term. What's good, Simple Achievers? Steve Hicks here, online fitness coach for Simple Success Fitness. And today I want to lay out 5 inescapable truths that are going to come up on your fitness journey. Now, when I start with online clients, I give them each a document with 12 inescapable realities and truths and pledges they must make in order to succeed long term. Today, I'm not going to give you that whole 12 document sheet. If you're interested in online coaching, you can sign up with that down below in the description box. But I do want to give you 5 absolutely crucial realities and inescapable truths that you can use on your fitness journey to succeed long term. The first major inescapable truth that we must face is that we must cooperate with the inevitable. This is a quote that I stole from Dale Carnegie, and it talks about life is going to throw you some curveballs. There's nothing you can do to stop that. There are inevitables that we can either get stopped by or we can coordinate and work around and cooperate with the inevitable, right? As I look out the window, right now it is raining outside my house, and I like to take a lunchtime walk. I chase 10,000 steps a day, and today I have 2 options. I can look out the window, say that it's raining, and say that I cannot walk in it, or I can face the inevitable, I can cooperate with it, and I can put on a rain jacket so that I stay dry as I get my 10,000 steps. There are other situations in which this comes up. You're going to have events. You're going to have weddings to attend. You're going to have birthday parties. There are inevitables in life. Right now in 2020, we're in the middle of the coronavirus epidemic and pandemic, and right now we can't control whether our gyms are open or closed. There are inevitables that come up in our path, and we can either get stopped by that or we can cooperate with the inevitables to keep moving forward. We must cooperate with the inevitable. The second big inescapable truth that we need to face and embrace to move forward with success is we have to acknowledge that failure is not the opposite of success. It is a prerequisite to success. Oftentimes, people will fall off the wagon or they'll bump off the path some way and they'll think that they failed and then they'll quit. But failure is not the opposite of success. It is a prerequisite to success. When you fail, what actually occurs is that you've gained a lesson in what does not work. You learn about yourself. You learn what challenges you have, what weaknesses you need to overcome. This is what failure is. If you didn't hit your steps goal, that's not failure. That's not saying you can't hit the steps goal. That acknowledges that steps are hard for you to do in your current routines and that we need to make modifications in order for you to hit 10,000 steps. Maybe we need to add a lunchtime walk. Maybe we need a walk to the office. Maybe there's something that we need to do, or maybe one of my favorite things, there's a banker in my area named Aaron Riley who took the printer out of his office and put it down the hallway so that every document he had to print, instead of turning around in a swivel chair, he had to stand up and walk 100 steps and then come back 100 steps. That was how he snuck that in. Failure is not the opposite of success. It is a prerequisite to success. And if you start to think this might not be true for you, remember what Thomas Edison said. When inventing the light bulb, he failed 10,000 times. He had 10,000 prototypes that did not work. But he said, I did not fail 10,000 times. I found 10,000 ways that did not work. And so eventually he found the one way that does work and invented the light bulb. Failure is not the opposite of fitness success. Failure is a prerequisite to success. The third inescapable reality and the third inescapable truth that we must face is that time is a cruel, single-minded beast that will always move forward and refuses to let us stay the same. We can either progress alongside time or we can decay against it. That was a long statement, but the reality is time stops for no one. We are either progressing or we are decaying, and we must choose to progress. This one really hit me hard the first time I went back to my alma mater after I graduated from Washington State University. I think it was almost 8 years after graduating. I went back to watch a football game, and the campus had changed. And it kind of shook me to my core because my memories had stayed the same. My memory of the place was the same, and seeing that time had no preference for whether I existed alongside it or not was kind of hard. And this is true about your health and wellness as well. People often try to stay the same and they try to stay complacent, but time continues to move forward. And 5-10 years down the road, they realize that they've decayed against time, that their joints are now sore because they haven't been moving them, progressing along with time, or that they notice that their waistline has grown and that their health has decayed because they haven't done the right steps to progress alongside time. We cannot stay still. We cannot stay complacent. We will either progress with time or decay against it. The choice is yours, but we must progress with time. The fourth reality, the fourth inescapable truth is that everybody and everybody has potential to success. It has potential for success and potential to succeed, right? You might have tried something in the past that worked for your friend or your coworker, and it didn't work for you. And so we start to feed ourselves these false narratives that, yeah, it might work, but it just doesn't work for me. The truth is, the inescapable truth is that everybody and everybody has potential for success. This includes you. You can succeed. We may have to change things along the way. We might have to try new things. We might have to experiment. We might find Thomas Edison's 10,000 ways that don't work until we find the one that does. But you are going to succeed because you have the potential for success, and we can never give that up. So far, we've had 4 inescapable truths that we must coordinate, we must cooperate with the inevitable. Failure is not the opposite of success. It is a prerequisite for success. Time waits for nobody. We either progress with it or we decay against it. And that success is for everybody and everybody. The 5th inescapable truth that I want to leave you with today is that you need to subscribe to Simple Success Fitness. No, I'm kidding. You should subscribe to the channel so that you get more feedback and get more fitness content on a regular basis, but that's not inescapable. The 5th inescapable truth that we must make terms with is that for every situation, there is a positive choice available. This kind of ties back in with the first one, talking about cooperating with the inevitable, but you have to acknowledge and embrace the idea that regardless of what situation you're in, there is a positive choice available to you. There is a positive choice available in every situation that can move you forward. We don't have to be a victim. If you're at that barbecue party, if you're at the birthday party, there are choices that you have, right? We can choose whether we have a slice of cake or if we have 5 slices of cake. There are positive choices. Maybe the gym's closed for you. My gym's still closed in 2020, but I have my body. I have a couple bands at home. I have options that I can do at home. There are positive choices in every situation. There are, maybe you're traveling. Maybe you have a long travel day and you're stuck in the airport and you can't get to normal workout routines. Well, during the layover, do you sit in the chair the whole time? Or do you take a couple laps around your terminal? Do you take a couple laps around your gate to stay close and still get some steps in? There are positive choices in every situation available for you to make to keep you moving forward. So, in summation, 5 inescapable truths is that we must cooperate with the inevitable. Failure is not the opposite of success. It is a prerequisite for success. Time is a cruel, single-minded beast that does not care for you to stay the same. You either progress with it or decay against it. Everybody and everybody has potential for success. And finally, in every situation, there is a positive choice that we can make. So I hope this helped you out. I hope this helps move you forward. If these inescapable truths opened your eye to the potential that you have within you, share it with your friends, share it with your family. Help spread the message of fitness with simple methods that can help people live a healthier, happier life. And if you haven't already, do make sure that you subscribe down below so that you're never lost, so that you have simple methods to help move you forward and succeed with your fitness goals.